हे गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू क्रिप्टो इंडिया चैनल। तो दोस्तों, आज का वीडियो थोड़ा डिफरेंट होगा क्योंकि हम फर्स्ट टाइम चैनल के ऊपर एएमए और या फिर इंटरव्यू करेंगे। और ये जो इंटरव्यू है ये मैंने किया है बिटमेक्स, एक नया एक्सचेंज आ रहा है, उनके सीईओ हैं चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर एरियल। तो उनसे मैंने थोड़ा सा एएमए किया है, वो मैं आपसे इस वीडियो के अंदर शेयर करूंगा। और बिटमेक्स के बारे में थोड़ा सा आपको आइडिया दूँ तो बिटमेक्स एक तो लेवरेज ट्रेडिंग वाला प्लेटफॉर्म है, यहाँ पर उसकी बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। एक नया एक्सचेंज आया है जिसका नाम है बिटमेक्स विद MAX। तो वो ऑलरेडी चालू हो चुका है एक्सचेंज। और उनका प्लान है कि अभी तो करंटली क्रिप्टो टू क्रिप्टो उनका एक्सचेंज चल रहा है, आगे जाके वो यूएस के अंदर, कनाडा के अंदर भी अपने रेगुलेटेड एक्सचेंज लेके आएंगे जो इंस्टीट्यूशंस को टारगेट करेगा, कस्टमर को नहीं करेगा, इंस्टीट्यूशंस को। कस्टमर के लिए जो नॉर्मल यूजर्स हैं उसके लिए ऑलरेडी इनका एशिया बेस्ड एक्सचेंज चालू है bitmex.io। और गाइज मैं आपको पहले बता दूं कि ये जो एएमए ये स्पॉन्सर्ड नहीं है, मेरे को किसी तरह का पेमेंट वगैरह नहीं मिला है। इन्होंने मेरे को अप्रोच करा था, इन्होंने बोला था कि अगर आप जेन्युइन एएमए कर सकते हो तो यू कैन डू इट, आप हमारा प्रोडक्ट देखिए और अगर आपको अच्छा लगे तो आप करिए। मैंने देखा इनका काफ़ी अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है एक्सचेंज। इनफैक्ट इनकी जो बैकिंग है वो काफ़ी बड़े इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, तो आई थॉट इट वुड बी इंटरेस्टिंग कि मैं ये एएमए करूँ और इनसे बात करूँ। तो मैंने वही चीज़ करी है और इस चीज़ की आदत डाल लीजिए। आगे और भी ऐसे एएमए आएंगे जहाँ पर मैं स्पॉन्सर्ड नहीं होंगे, नॉर्मल जेन्युइन एएमए होंगे वो विदाउट एनी पेमेंट, क्योंकि ज़रूरी है क्रिप्टो स्पेस के अंदर ये चीज़ें भी करना, स्पेशली अगर कोई अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट सामने दिखता है, ताकि और हमको उसके बारे में पता चले। तो ये रेगुलरली अब आगे से क्रिप्टो इंडिया चैनल के ऊपर स्टार्ट होगा। तो पहले बता दूं, स्पॉन्सर्ड नहीं है, तो ये मत सोचना मुझे पैसे मिल रहे हैं। तो चलिए दोस्तों, स्टार्ट करते हैं इंटरव्यू। हाय एरियल, इट इज़ अ प्लेजर टू हैव यू ऑन आवर चैनल। सो कैन यू प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस योर सेल्फ, लेट अस नो अबाउट योर बैकग्राउंड एंड योर एक्सपीरियंस।
My name's Ariel Ling. I'm the co-founder and the chief operating officer for Bitmax.io. And as a long-term, I would think, Wall Street veteran, I have built almost 18 years of experience expanding the strategy, business development, and high-frequency trading platform building, as well as some of the compliance regulatory implementation across all major asset class like equity, FX, fixed income, commodity. And in the last 18 years, I've got the pleasure working with some of the top investment bank, as well as the top client financial institutions. And this is where kind of my background comes from, very deep Wall Street experience. And my team, especially my founding team, we all share the similar deep Wall Street expertise.
So how big is the team and where are they based out of?
Right now, the team actually physically split between New York office and Beijing office. So it's almost 50-50. We've got a bit more than 40 people. So in New York, what you've got is the quant technologist, the people with the average more than 10-year experience on the investment bank, trading experience. And then they're working on basically the back end order matching, the heart of the exchange engine. And in China, what we've got is really very smart people coming from various of multimedia and the internet industry experience in terms of helping out with web developments, application development, a lot of the retail channel development and business activities.
So I understand you guys are introducing a new crypto exchange which is called bitmex.io. And can you please tell me more about it, like what it is about and why is it different from existing crypto exchanges like Binance or any other exchange?
So Bitmax.io is basically part of the global operator of all the digital asset trading and supporting services we have for diverse groups of traders and investors. And the Bitmax.io that is a bit of different from Binance is because we actually trying to combine various of different new trading and mining aspects of the exchange into the platform, number one. Number two, we are also, as part of the global platform, we're pursuing a regulatory path of launching two other exchange in Canada and US. So then we can have a different platform for different segment of the users in terms of what they're looking for. Currently, Bitmax.io is providing crypto to crypto, limited order exchange services, and also the listing services and designated market making services. And when we're looking at it in 1 or 2 years, globally, we'll have 3 different exchanges and looking after different users from retail to institutional investors, and hopefully we'll be able to also offer fiat services. And those are all quite different from a Binance.
I understand Bitmex is offering transaction mining here, which is something new. And if I understand transaction mining correctly, suppose I'm a user and I want to buy or sell crypto on Bitmex exchange. So whenever I buy or sell any crypto, I have to pay small amount of fee, which I also pay on other exchanges. So the benefit that I'll get on Bitmex exchange is whatever fee I am paying, it will be refunded back to me 100% in form of BTMX token, which is the native token for the exchange. So is am I getting it correctly? And one more thing, like aren't there similar exchanges already in crypto space who are offering something maybe similar to transaction mining?
Yeah, it's pretty much you definitely hit the nail on the head. So typically the transaction mining type of exchange came to very popularity towards this year. I mean, the famous case you probably have seen is the F coin, and then they do the transaction mining and their volume suddenly skyrocketed to be top of the world, right? And then they've got a bit of issue with sustaining the token price and they crashed a little bit. And then there's the other exchange that has good example is the OKX, and they also did a transaction mining. I think overall they did, from our perspective, they did a fine job in terms of managing the overall supply demand and token valuation. And from overall token perspective, right, token valuation, we're also looking at a very successful case like Binance BNB, right? They have a very they didn't do transaction mining, but they issue their token, right, as a platform token, right? And then because their underlying business model from exchange perspective is very robust, so their token actually also hold value properly pretty well. So we're looking at all sorts of cases and to understanding what is the issues with the transaction mining. Some of them you can see is very much about system. Some exchanges ran the transaction mining for the first couple of days or couple hours, the system crashed. So it's a pressure on the system. You have to have a scalability. And some of them comes down to the token economic design. Are you doing the right thing? Are you managing the supply and demand of token? Are you looking at how you align the economics, interest, incentivize the right behavior? And also, the third is really about just like Binance, you're looking at how well you run your business model, well you run your system, that people like to use your service and likes to stay on the platform. Hence, the volume generate more commission to increase the value, to stabilize the value of your token.
Right. So I see Bitmex has total token supply of 10 billion tokens and 50 out of it is reserved for transaction mining. So my question was like, suppose few months or few years down the line, you guys get a lot of volume and users and all these tokens that are reserved for transaction mining, entire 51% get mined. So what happens after that? Will users continue to get similar sort of discount, which is 100% or maybe some other sort of discount? Or maybe you guys will buy back the tokens from the users, then distribute it. So can you please give us more idea about it?
Yeah, it's a very good question, actually. So basically, first of all, for how fast all the tokens can be mined out, this is actually the crux of the important things to manage your token valuation. You don't want all the token to be mined out right away within a week, right? So you have to figure out we're working on a mechanism to sustain the pace of the mining. So we hope that it can run, beyond a couple of weeks, definitely months, at least that's what we're trying to do. That's number one. Number two, you're right. All the tokens will be mined out because we're not going to increase the cap. So this is a critical aspect of a controlled supply and demand. So after all the tokens are mined, it doesn't mean all the token will be consumed, right? So there are still many users who are our token holders. So we have to have a really healthy mechanism for them to use our platform. So they can absolutely use our platform for different like privileges around promotional events, paying their transaction fees, just basically creating value for the tokens, right? So when all those token holders and tokens within the token holders are all consumed, and including those who have subjected to lockup or consumed, end of the day, you're right. The exchange will bring back to become the normal exchange. It's not become a normal exchange. The exchange is normal at that time. By that time, we all hope the exchange will prove its own business value, its own stability and robustness of the system, right? And that time, the people will stay on the platform, continue trading on the platform, right? So that is what the ultimate result is throughout the transaction mining, you bring the users together, right? You attract more users, you get more volumes, and you get them to trade on your platform, understand how to use the platform, and really see the true economic benefits of trading on your platform. And then it's the same thing, like you trade on New York Stock Exchange or you trade on NASDAQ. At the end of the day, you stay with that platform.
So I see Bitmex has partnered here with a lot of big names in the crypto market like Bitmain, Matrix. So what kind of partners are they? They have invested in private sale and bought Bitmex tokens, or they hold equity in Bitmex?
Yeah, we have you're spot on, and we have two types of investors right now. We have our equity investors. They're very much an early believer of our vision, our business model in terms of what we've seen, right? So they're basically, you've named this, a lot of them, the FBGs, the Bitman. We also have right now our lead investors are actually Sequoia and Matrix, and we also have DVH, right? DVH Capital and several other capitals. And then we also have a second type of investors. They're our private sale token investors. So from a basically the investment model perspective, it is really based upon their view of our plan and how this fitting their overall fund investment philosophy. So we give them the option, and some of them pick both equity and private sale, and some of them decided to do the equity investment, and some of them only do the token sale investment. So it is pretty flexible.
So, from what I know, Bitmex has already finished the ICO, and Bitmex only did private sale. I guess there was no crowd sale.
Yes, only did the private sale, and it's interesting. We actually was oversubscribed, and we actually, to be honest, this is where George and the team and I were very disciplined about it, and we just once we reached the target, if anything beyond that, we actually returned back to the investors who overly committed, and I think this is demonstrate the transparency and discipline of our platform.
And how many tokens were sold in private sale? Like the percentage
I
wise?
think that the target was 30,000 Ether.
30,000 Ether.
Yeah, back
Okay.
in July.
Okay. So the plan was to do only private sale, or you guys did plan crowd sale, but because you were overbooked in the private sale, you guys cancelled the crowd sale later?
I don't think we actually did crowd sell as part of the planning. We pretty much, it's actually, when we're looking at it, it was the market moves fairly fast. And we actually discussed fairly extensive with our investors and institutions and some of the big community supporters to get the best idea.
Okay, that's great. So I can see currently Bitmex crypto to crypto exchange is live, and you have around 10 tokens listed on the exchange. So I guess my question will be, how many tokens are you planning to get listed on your exchange by mid 2019, if you can give me a number? And also, what will be the procedure for a listing fee, maybe for new coins or new ICOs that want to get listed on your exchange? Because mostly for the users, and for me as a trader, I only want to spend my time on an exchange where I see good tokens listed and it has variety of it, not just limited to like few tokens.
So if it's a high good quality project, from a listing process perspective, if we're the primary exclusive listing, the listing fee will be free, because we see this as align the economic interest between the exchange and projects. Because if we charge them millions of dollars, from our perspective, it's not actually fair, because they could have used the millions of dollars for their R&D, for their business application. So this is really, it is an exchange, is part of the ecosystem, supposed to promote and advance the right business model as well as the right strategic projects. So that's what we're aiming for. So from a listing perspective, this is what currently our thought is. And we identify and focusing on high quality project that have real business case and real community space users and have a real technology behind it, right? And once we identify that, we'll work together and design the token economics and also marketing, branding, and work together, working, providing a designated market making services and everything else along the way. And as to your questions, how many tokens do we plan to list? And this is where I have to be very transparent with you. We definitely have a plan. If we can find a lot of the high quality project, we would love to list them because we have no system constraint from a flexibility perspective. Right now, we've already confirmed one primary listing, and we're working very, very closely with 3 to 5 projects in the pipeline to looking at how we can assist them in all those things.
So I understand, Ariel, you guys already have a crypto to crypto exchange based out of Singapore, which is targeting Asia. Then you are planning to open 2 new exchange in Canada and US, depending on regulatory approval when you get it. But for India, like, are you guys planning to open India-based exchange in future for Indian investors and users? And also for new users of Bitmax exchange, do they get some sort of added benefit when they open an account, some sort of prize, maybe some Bitmax tokens, some Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Every single market is very important, especially right now, given that we're going to have a meetup in India, New Delhi this weekend. That definitely signifies that India market is a huge market for us, and especially give a lot of the dynamic activities going on. So from what we Bitmax brings to the overall market, as what I've highlighted, this is a new age innovative exchange, right? We're building on pretty transparent, scalable platform. So one of the things that we're actually aiming, really, hopefully, especially addressing some of the regulatory aspects of the Indian market, is we definitely would like to bring more liquidity, and we're actually definitely lower transaction fees for the users. So our transaction fee actually right now is probably the lowest. We lower it down to 4 basis points. As for any users to sign up, and we have various of different promotion activities from a referral programs and from actually giving away a prize, and from this is a part of the ongoing efforts in terms of client acquisitions.
So Ariel, thank you so much for joining us today and for letting us know more about Bitmex Exchange. And is there any message you would like to leave for Indian viewers or investors?
Thank you very much for having me. And this is a great opportunity for us to actually introducing Bitmax.io to the Indian users. And absolutely, it is a world-class platform with a transparency, scalability. And we would like users to actually come register at Bitmax.io and use it and try out. And Indian is a huge market, and it's a very important market for us. And we would like to have more liquidity and more strategic partners with the blockchain technologies companies in India and list them and also service the Indian users better.
Thank you so much, Ariel, and all the best with Bitmex Exchange. तो दोस्तों ये था पूरा इंटरव्यू बिटमेक्स एक्सचेंज के ऊपर और बेसिकली ये एक एक्सचेंज है जहाँ पर ये एडिट बेनिफिट लेके आ रहे हैं. जैसे बाइनेंस के ऊपर ये था कि स्टार्टिंग में उन्होंने ये बोला था कि आप आओगे हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर तो एक तो अगर आप किसी को रेफर करते हो तो आपको उसके अंदर कमीशन मिलेगा, प्लस आप उसके अंदर आपको डिस्काउंट मिलेगा ट्रेडिंग फी के अंदर 50%, 25% और विद टाइम वो डिक्रीज होता जाएगा. तो यहाँ पर अब जो बिटमेक्स एक्सचेंज है ये इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं ट्रांजेक्शन माइनिंग को, जहाँ पर ये है कि कोई भी नया यूज़र आके अगर इनके एक्सचेंज के ऊपर क्रिप्टो बाय या सेल करता है तो आपकी ट्रांजैक्शन फ़ी जो होगी वो कटेगी, लेकिन कटने के बाद वो आपको वापस रिफंड हो जाएगी इक्वल अमाउंट की बिटमेक्स टोकन के अंदर. तो ये बेनिफिट दे रहे हैं कि मतलब अगर आपकी ट्रांजैक्शन फ़ी लगी तो वो पूरा रिफंड हो गया, तो एक तरह से आपका फाइनली जीरो ट्रांजैक्शन फ़ी लगी. तो वो कॉन्सेप्ट ये यहाँ पर इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं. और अगर आप मुझसे ऑनेस्ट ओपिनियन पूछेंगे तो एज ए एक्सचेंज आई फील इनकी बैकिंग काफ़ी अच्छी है. जो पार्टनर्स इनमें इनके साथ हैं जो इन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया वो अच्छे हैं, तो आई फील ये एक्सचेंज अच्छा कर सकता है आने वाले टाइम के ऊपर. लेकिन करंटली इस एक्सचेंज के ऊपर बहुत कम टोकन्स लिस्टेड है, तो उससे ये होता है कि जैसे मैं ट्रेडिंग करता हूँ तो आई वुड वांट कि मैं ऐसे एक्सचेंज पे ट्रेडिंग करूँ जहाँ पर मेरे को बहुत सारे टोकन्स लिस्टेड हो ऑलरेडी. लेकिन यहाँ पर एक बेनिफिट जो मेरे को इस एक्सचेंज का दिख रहा है वो ये है कि जो ये ट्रांजैक्शन माइनिंग इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, जस्ट बिकॉज इन्होंने जो आईसीओ किया था उसके टोकन्स इन्होंने क्राउड सेल वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं करा, सब प्राइवेट सेल में ही इन्होंने इंस्टीट्यूशंस को जो भी हैं बड़े बड़े पार्टनर्स उनको सेल कर दिए. तो उससे मार्केट के अंदर इतनी ज़्यादा सप्लाई होगी नहीं. जब ये ट्रांजैक्शन माइनिंग होगी तब टोकन्स धीरे धीरे निकल के आएंगे, और जो जिन्होंने प्राइवेट सेल में भी खरीदे उनका भी लॉकअप पीरियड ही होगा. तो ट्रांजेक्शन माइनिंग के अंदर आप यहाँ पर जा सकते हैं, आप बिटकॉइन खरीद सकते हैं और उससे आप ट्रांजेक्शन माइनिंग के थ्रू इनके बिटमैक्स टोकन को माइन कर सकते हैं और आगे जाके उसको बेच सकते हैं। तो ये एक एडिड बेनिफिट है जो इसके अंदर मिलता है। अगर आप चाहें तो इसको ज़रूर कर सकते हैं, और करें तो प्लीज़ मेरा रेफरल लिंक है डिस्क्रिप्शन के अंदर, उसको यूज़ करना, क्योंकि स्पॉन्सर्ड वीडियो नहीं है तो मेरे को पैसा ऐसा नहीं मिल रहा है, लेकिन अगर आप मेरा रेफरल कोड यूज़ करोगे तो मेरे को उसमें थोड़ा एडिट बेनिफिट मिल जाएगा। आप जब भी ट्रांजेक्शन करते हो या आप जो भी उसके अंदर ट्रांसफ़र करते हो, थोड़े से पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे मेरे को, तो वो ज़रूर आप यूज़ कर लेना। बाकी आप बताना ओवरऑल आपको क्या लगा इस एक्सचेंज के बारे में, आप इसको यूज़ करोगे कि नहीं, आपको सेंसिबल लग रहा है कि नहीं, और ये ट्रांजेक्शन माइनिंग के बारे में आप क्या सोचते हो, इसका कुछ मतलब है भी कि नहीं है। वो पूरे व्यू पॉइंट्स आप कमेंट में डाल के बताना। बाकी वीडियो को लाइक ज़रूर कर देना, शेयर भी कर देना, और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं करा है तो बेशर्मो सब्सक्राइब कर लो। सिर्फ वीडियो देखने आ जाते हो, ऐसा क्यों करते हो मेरे साथ, सब्सक्राइब कर लो। बाकी जल्दी मैं और भी वीडियोज़ लेके आऊँगा, और टेलीग्राम पे ज्वाइन कर लो, वहाँ पर ज्वाइन नहीं करा तो उसका लिंक भी डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, तो वहाँ से आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हो। बाकी जल्दी और वीडियो आएंगे, तब तक के लिए गुड बाय, टेक केयर।